So the answer will be a number or a function then?
Function.
Awesome. Now what is the difficult part here? T squared there is nothing I can do to. But this is a pretty difficult situation because it has power 7 and it's a binomial. Can I expand this? Yes, it will take me a while, but I can. But I don't want to. I want to eliminate this difficult part. So how do I do that? Using a substitution. So I will say, give me any letter you would like to use. It doesn't matter which letter you want, but not T. This is the only one you cannot say. Any letter you would prefer.
A.
Very good. Let A be this piece. Do not erase anything, I'm just making a point. T to the third minus 1. Why? Because this is kind of in my way. Why? It's a function inside of a power function. So if I get rid of this somehow, and I get a to the 7th power, that will be easy to handle. Handling a binomial to the 7th power is more difficult. But if I get a to the 7th power, that looks nice. But if I replace this by a, then this has to go, and this has to go. How come? I cannot have two variables in the same integral. So if I choose to replace this piece by a, this has to be, something has to happen to this. In terms of a, it has to be replaced somehow, and this can no longer be dt. If the integral has a, it has to have dA. If the integral has the variable x, it has to have dx. Okay, so let's continue. So we decided that this will be denoted by a, and a is t cubed minus 1. Yes, t cubed minus 1. Now, I need to determine dA. Some time ago, this is my side note, some time ago when we looked at a function, let's say f of x equals 4x squared minus 3x, we said there are two different things. One thing is f prime, and totally different thing is dy. What was f prime equal to? I know you're going to tell me 8x minus 3. But what is dy equal to? You will definitely have to say 8x minus 3 times dx. Because f prime is just the derivative, but dy is not the derivative. dy equals f prime of x dx is the differential of the function f of x. Why am I putting the side note here? For this. So I have to differentiate what a equals to, and that will have to be multiplied by dt. So can anyone give us the derivative of this?
P4 over 4 minus a.
Careful, we're not integrating. I know it gets confusing. Careful, we're not integrating right now. We are differentiating this function. So function a has t cubed minus 1. What is the derivative of this?
3t to the 2nd.
That's it. Okay. So I already know now that this piece has a replacement at sa to the 7th power. Now, I need to do something with t squared dt. No problem. I have t squared dt here. All I have to do is multiply by 3 or solve this for t squared dt. So one option would be multiply by 3 and divide by 3. We all know that 1/3 times 3 is 1. So I didn't change anything. But why do I need a 3 in front? Because of this. This has a 3. So I have to have a 3. But I cannot just put a 3 in there without making the correct adjustment. 1/3 times 3 is 1. And now this piece, 3t squared dt, will be replaced by anyone?
dA.
Exactly. So this piece and this piece will be dA. Okay. So this equals to 1/3 the integral from. Can anyone give it a shot? What do you think I will have to write? It's okay if you're wrong. It's our first substitution. We're going to have plenty. Anyone?
Would you do 2dA times a to the 7th?
So it's a to the 7th times dA. Excellent. A to the 7th times dA. Which one of the two integrals you prefer? This one or this one? We use the substitution to make our life easier. What is the answer? 1/3 a to the 8 over 8. It's an indefinite integral plus a constant c. 1 times 3. I meant 3 times 8, of course. 24. A to the 8 now has to be replaced by what a was equal to. T cubed minus 1. This is it. We use a substitution. We transformed everything in an integral in terms of a. We solved it very easily because this is a to the 8 over 8. And then we have at the very end, we have to replace a by t cubed minus 1 because the integral was initially given to us in t. The answer has to be in t. Who cares about a? We do. But the answer does not. We cared about a because we used it to solve. Please choose any integral you like from 1 to 60. Anything. Let's stick with the indefinite first and then definite. Which one?
I said number 5 because it looks simpler.
Very good, number 5. So in number 5, I see the integral from 3t to the 4th plus 2 multiplied by t to the 3rd dt. Good. This is indeed simple because do I need a substitution for this? No. I will distribute and I'm done in a blink. But if I don't change anything, but if I put this power here, no, that's no longer possible. I'm not going to raise this to the 10th power and distribute t to the 3rd. But without power 10, I completely agree. I don't need substitution on this. I will distribute and get the integral. Let's assume we want to use substitution. You will say let's say, use a different letter this time. What would you let u to be? What do you think? Say exactly the same thing. If there is a power here, this is what the problem is. This is the problem. 3t to the 4th plus 2. As long as I can create or I have du in the problem. Because remember, when I change this into an integral with u, if I don't have du, I cannot continue. Du must be part of the problem, so I have to find du, which is not the derivative of u. Is the derivative of u times dt. Can anyone give us the derivative of u? I think that this camera has a problem with the with my hub, my USB hub, or vice versa, one or the other. Okay, so can anyone give us a derivative of this? I need du 12t to the third power. Good. Look what I have here. I have t to the third. Awesome. I have dt. Awesome. But I'm missing a number. That's not a big deal. I will multiply by 12. I don't know where to put it. Multiply by 12 and divide by 12. So now I have everything. I have 12. I have t cubed. I have dt. These three make up the du. 1 over 12 in front. And this is just u. This was replaced by u. 12 t to the third dt. 12 t to the third dt was replaced by du. And now this is a piece of cake. It's 1 over 12 u squared over 2 plus a constant c. Any questions? And again, I repeat, this particular problem does not need substitution. Okay, so then we continue. So I have 1 over 24. U now has to be replaced back to u. 3t to the fourth plus 2. Can we check? Yes. An indefinite integral can always be checked. If I differentiate this, I guarantee you I get 3t to the fourth plus 2 times t cubed. Guaranteed. Let's choose more indefinite before we move on to definite. The procedure is slightly different for definite integrals.
For some reason, this concept is like not really sticking. So for the next one, could you write out like step 1, step 2, step 3, something like that?
Sure.
Can you do 18?
18 it is. I was just looking at 18. Awesome. So 18 is t to the fourth, the integral from t squared e to negative t cubed dt. Good. Perfect pick. Okay, so let's choose, so this is step number 1, we have to choose a substitution. What do you think the substitution should be? Something like a function inside a function. So that's the idea. This is a function inside power 7. I don't want to have a function inside power 7. That makes it difficult. T squared is decent. I cannot do anything to it. But what is the problem here with this function? What do you think? The function that is inside E is the problem. This is the problem. I don't like that. I like this. Or I like this. I don't like that. I don't like a polynomial inside E. Right? I don't like the power of E to be such a complicated function. I want it to be easy. So this is not a scientific way, but it's the easiest way to explain. So I'm going to let u be negative t to the third. So I'm interested in changing this integral in u, from t to u. But I cannot have any remnant of t. Everything has to go. This is very clear now. All this piece will be e to u. But now these have to go. I cannot write the integral from e to u times t squared dt. That's not possible. I cannot have two variables in an integral, in a single integral. So then I have to account for the rest. There is no integral in u without du. So my next step is definitely find du. Can anyone give us du? The differential of u? Anyone?
Negative 3t squared
That's not enough.
plus e.
Over 2. Oh, plus e.
We're not integrating. Careful, we're getting confused. So one more time. What is the difference between f prime and dy? F prime is this. Dy is f prime of x dx. Ready?
T.
Times? You probably said it, but I didn't hear it. I was talking at the same time. My apologies.
Et.
Excellent. Excellent. Perfect. So look, I'm happy. These two are here. I don't have the negative 3. No problem. Negative 3 is a piece of cake to make up. Negative 3 times negative 1/3 is 1. I didn't change anything. So in step 3, if you'd like, let's rewrite the integral with negative 1/3 in front. Can anyone piece together the new integral? Take your time.